a new character
crap.
every week.
That's some real dedication if you're going Bowser
Yeah,
Jr.
Tim, I love the character choice.
Let's go. Alright, I'm really excited to see how this goes out. asddast trying to just haul Pikmin across the stage. But we see again, Ice Egg just still going aggressive. Quite interesting. He's being harassed by Pikmin, but you know, doesn't really seem to matter that much to him. He's just still going in.
And I believe Iseg also taking a set off asdast at the monthly, so I think really wants to get the run back here in this set. Although Iseg, I don't think he played Bowser Jr. at the monthly. I am not the expert on that one. Although, like, I think asdast has got a nice, comfortable lead to work with. It's going to be difficult for Iseg to work around this. Bowser Jr. not having the most varied of approach options. Actually, I mean, yeah, not necessarily. And Olimar being super great at just denying anyone who struggles to get in the option to get in. Although, Iseg really stockpiling on this advantage state right here, keeping asdast in the corner. Although a bit of an overextension there, asdast finding the back air and perfectly content to set up the wall.
So he got that smash attack, didn't really work out,
And
but
suddenly he's at 70%. What even happened? This
yeah,
character's so dumb.
quite spontaneous, frankly. Those Pikmin, they just pile up, and you just don't know what to do.
And asdast will swear on his life that this character's mid-tier. He's already lapped him in percent pretty much. Well, not quite, but almost. Mike, I hope when you watch this VOD, you hear me getting angry about your character, because they're not mid-tier. Cope more.
Okay, well, you see another stock taken, but will it be enough? asdast has done really well to just not even zone, just completely slap the face of Ice Egg, honestly. But we'll see what we're able to do here. And
Again with the back air.
yeah, that does not look like something that would hurt, frankly, but then again, it does. We see Ice Egg really going aggressive for those combos, those up airs. I think that might just be something as Bowser Jr. does, really. He's kind of an aggressive character, albeit I don't necessarily think a particularly good one. Uh,
And Isaac really making the use of the blue Pikmin right there, getting 20% off of like each grab that he's gotten, so another 40% just from getting 2 grabs, which is absolutely huge when you want to keep Bowser Jr. at the edge like this, which he has been doing, and then some.
ooh, and there we have it with that purple Pikmin, a win for asdast. Now let's see what Ice Egg goes around to. Will he stick with Bowser Jr. or choose someone else? I mean, he usually has one new character. But we'll see what it is. We'll see what it is.
And not entirely sure how this is going to shape out, just because, yeah, Asdast always piloting the Olimar. A little bit hesitation coming out from Ice Tech right now, really pondering his character choice, I imagine, because Asdast shut down the Bowser Jr. pretty effectively. Incineroar!
Incineroar. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Ice Egg play Incineroar. He really just plays absolutely everyone.
And super explosive as well. That's an interaction that I didn't quite think about when thinking about his matchup would go, yeah. Using Revenge to, or activate Revenge by the latch of the Pikmin, I think is going to be a huge thing here. But Incineroar being extremely slow, not really being able to find openings that effectively, so he's going
Yeah,
to really
but
have to find his way in.
I mean, as we just demonstrated, though, he can make up with it with a few good hits, and I think that's really what Ice Egg's relying on here. You know, get a good grab, a few nice aerials, you know, and I think that he could probably beat Olimar standoffish, get off of me. Ah,
Clean back air there, as Dest again taking a
yeah.
solid lead.
Flopping back, you got a dash attack. Nice grab there, but it didn't really amount to much. It sort of whiffed that forward air, was it?
Or raw back air, it looked like. A bit too high
Okay.
for it to connect. Might need to double jump it, or you may have double jumped it. I don't know how this character
Yeah,
works.
looks like
Oh, Olimar super
okay.
died right there.
Dang. Yeah, that was pretty extreme. You know, 50%. You know, with Incineroar, though, we'll have to see how this goes. Frankly, I am quite surprised by
What,
the amount
negative
of Incineroar
47%?
play here at this university. I think that's quite strange, but also very intriguing.
We have about 2 more Incineroars than you expect to see anywhere, and that's because we have 2 Incineroars.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely quite strange that you see more Incineroar than Luigi. Olimar. Oh,
Right. Well, Isaac making it
I'm
work.
here. I didn't know you guys were calling.
Isaac making it mostly work for the most part there. It's been a pretty close game, closer than Bowser Jr. normally, though the blue up throw, even though Incineroar being a top 10 heavy character, still going to find its mark. But the forward air, evening back up. Honestly, in blunt terms, Isaac really just needs to tease Azaz here. The character's super light, and Incineroar hits like an absolute truck, especially with the revenge that he's been getting this whole time. So it'll be interesting to see how he finds his way in, sort of make this whole game plan work. The jab back though coming from asddast, knocking out a whole bunch of percent. That's not what Isaac needs or wants right in this very instant. Finding his way back, but ashdast still keen on continuing this advantage state. Although seemed to reverse in Isaac's favor, really needs to capitalize on this ledge trap as much as possible. Oh, the Pikmin latch plus the blue back throw, it's going to be a whole bunch of damage that he needs to work past. Sora opting to take the white, stack on a bunch more percent.
Hello?
Hello!
Hello, Mr. B. Oh!
That's
I came
good.
at
Yep.
the right time.
That is a 2-0 for young Asdast right here. Getting the, I guess, the clap back, if you will, from the monthly since Iseg took that set there.
Oh my goodness.